Today is the 31st. No, today is the 1st of August. I want to make a quick video. So Donald Trump is getting a lot of heat for calling Kamala Harris, not knowing if she's black or Indian. And I'm laughing about it because I said the same thing. And in case you didn't know, Kamala Harris is of Caribbean descent and Indian descent. And she grew up in a Hindu home. There's pictures of her as a teenager dressed in a sari, and she has the red dot on her forehead. That's a Brahma. That's the highest caste system you can be born into as a Hindu person, as an Indian person. And you know what the thing that's funny about her is, see, she's an interesting color. She is what I call taupe. Kamala Harris is a color where she can be anything she wants to be. She can pass as Middle Eastern. She can pass as Hispanic. She can pass as black. I knew somebody like this years ago. One of the most beautiful women I ever met in my life. And her name was Heidi. And Heidi was German. She was African. She was African American and German. She had an interesting family history on her German side. That's a whole other song and dance. But she could pass for any race, you know. And in black culture, you'd be called high yellow. And Kamala Harris is high yellow. Okay, so she could pass as anything she wants to be. So they're giving Trump a hard time about this. But he's absolutely right. And see, she's smart enough to realize that she can be whatever she wants to be and play the race card with it. And I'm going to tell you something. I've done it too. Now, you can look at me and I look like a typical old white guy at this point, right? When I was younger, I didn't. I had black, dark brown curly hair. My facial hair was black, brown, dark brown. And I looked extremely Hispanic. And the truth is, I am. I'm half Hispanic. And it doesn't look like it now. But I would probably be called what Mexican people would call hueto. I'm one of these white. I'm not Mexican, first of all, but I am Hispanic on my father's side. So my sister definitely looks much more Hispanic than I do, but we have different fathers. And so the funny thing is I got a story in regards to this. Is that when I was younger, I had to go through it. I had to get my name changed. My name on my birth certificate did not match the name that I've been called my whole life. So I had to get them to match up, and I changed my legal name. And then when I was in the process, I thought I might change my last name to Weigel on my mother's side. Good old-fashioned German name. And I almost changed it, but I had an uncle that convinced me not to do that because he said, look, with that last name, you're going to be considered a minority, and that's advantageous for you in the future. And damn it, if he wasn't wrong about that. He's absolutely correct about that. So I'm Hispanic when it suits me to be Hispanic. But under normal circumstances, I don't look it, right? But if I want to play that card, I can play that card. Don't tell me that Kamala Harris doesn't do that. And here she is on the public forum now. She's front and center. You're going to get some flack. And people should. Honestly, people should give you flack for that stuff. Somebody should give me flack if I want to play that card. And I always tell them, I said, I'm Hispanic when it suits me to be Hispanic. When it's to my advantage. And I'm not lying. I'm just being honest with you. So, I don't like her. I think she's a phony. Particularly because of that. Because where she has gotten to politically is her using that color skin to her advantage to be whatever the hell she wants to be. You know, have you ever met anybody from Africa? Like, have you ever met anybody from Cameroon? I used to date a girl that was from Cameroon, and she was blackety black. I mean, she was like midnight sun black. But it was funny because she spoke, because she was from Cameroon, it used to be a French colony. She spoke French, she spoke Spanish, she spoke English, she spoke 2 or 3 different native languages of Cameroon too. It was one of the most interesting women I've ever met in my life. But she was also a bodybuilder, and but you black African black people are a whole different type of black people versus American, black Americans. I'm not saying this in a disparaging tone. I'm just saying you're dealing with culture, not so much race. And Kamala Harris, she's pathetic, honestly. I mean, would you vote for her just because she's a woman? Are you gonna vote for her just because whatever flavor she considers herself one day to get? She is pandering a black vote, plain and simple. I watched her speak somewhere down south, and she gets a phony Southern accent. She throws out some of that black slang too. What a joke! Do you think she's really like that, married to her white husband? Please, what a joke! I see her as a complete phony. There's nothing genuine about her. And then people saying, is she a DEI hire? Yeah, she's absolutely a DEI hire. If you don't think so, you didn't watch the Democrat primaries, not the primaries, primaries when she was running for president, and she called Joe Biden racist, and he picks her to be his running mate. Think about that. She calls him racist on stage. You can find the clips. They chose her just to get the black vote. It is such a joke. It's pandering at its finest. There's nothing genuine about it, man. She's just. I would think that the American people would see through this stuff, but one of the things I've realized about my fellow countrymen, and so many of them are as dumb as a stump. They have no independent thought. They can't think for themselves. It's just really, really sad. So, is she a DEI hire? Yeah, pretty much. She was also Montel Williams' side piece when she was like 5 shades lighter than she is now. Go look that one up. That's a beauty right there too. Oh my God. And then don't get me going at how she got her job in San Francisco and all that, which is on the record, mind you. The women will praise her because she's a woman of power. She was a woman of power because she was doing what a lot of women do to get power. It's just a joke. Give me somebody with some substance. She's got no substance. But, hey, I'll vote for her anyway because, like I said, half of our countrymen are buffoons. Till next time.